What if the life you see is only a veil stretched thin across something infinite, not hidden in distant galaxies, but woven directly into the fabric of the moment you're standing in? Every step you take brushes against it. Every breath moves through it, yet most walk blind to the currents guiding them. When was the last time you felt a silence that carried more truth than noise? You've been told that chance is random, that coincidences have no meaning. But reality arranges itself with a precision too graceful to dismiss. The patterns are not accidents. They are the resonance of your own vibration echoing into form. Destiny is not chasing you. It is orbiting the frequency you sustain. The frame you were handed, rules, measurements, beliefs, was built to convince you that effort equals survival, that struggle is the price of growth. But that frame is only a cage painted to look like truth. Beyond it lies a realm where life bends not to exhaustion, but to alignment. What if progress was never about how much you endured, but about how deeply you resonated with what is real? Some have already remembered this secret. They don't run after their desires. They draw them in, the way rivers are drawn to the sea. Their lives move with an elegance that feels orchestrated, as if reality itself rearranges around their stillness. Imagine meeting someone whose days flow like music you cannot explain. Would you recognize what they've remembered? The third dimension, the one you know best, teaches separation. You here, the world there. Time stretched in a straight line. Success earned only through exhaustion. This is the loop where billions remain, competing for what they believe is scarce, measuring their worth by depletion instead of coherence. But layered directly over this treadmill is another frequency, a dimension where separation dissolves, where time bends and reality responds to the state of your being. Can you feel how the rules begin to unravel the moment you stop believing in them? Everything is woven together through an unseen web of energy. Here, time no longer unfolds as a straight line of moments. Instead, it breathes as a living field of simultaneous possibilities. In this space, your desires are not faraway milestones that demand years of pursuit. They already exist, pure, radiant, alive in potential, waiting for the moment you align your vibration with theirs. Just as a radio signal hums in the air, whether you tune in or not, the higher dimension is already broadcasting. The only shift required is your consciousness learning how to receive. And that shift is both subtle and radical. It turns the logic of the old reality upside down. In the third dimension, you are told to chase goals, map steps, grind, and wait. But in the fifth, creation begins inside you, by holding the steady frequency of already being there. The outer world is not the cause of your state, it is the reflection of it. When your inner field is coherent, charged with clarity and genuine emotion, you generate a magnetic pull strong enough to organize matter itself. Life rearranges to mirror the truth you embody. This is the first secret. The hidden dimension is not a place to travel to. It is a state you choose to inhabit. And once you glimpse it, the cracks appear in the rigid frame of the third dimension. Coincidences no longer look random. Encounters arrive with impossible precision. Events link together with a rhythm no logic could ever orchestrate. You are no longer pushing the current of the river. You are carried by it, guided effortlessly to where you are meant to be. And once you see this, it cannot be unseen. This is why such truths have been veiled. For the moment you realize you can step beyond the frame, you are no longer a pawn in the game. The third dimension insists you play by its rules. But when you awaken beyond them, a deeper question arises. How does this hidden dimension truly work? The answer is simple and yet profound. The fifth dimension is not a distant location. It is a frequency that you generate. Ancient traditions whispered this across time. The Vedas spoke of layered realms interwoven into one space. Hermetic wisdom taught of correspondence between the visible and the unseen. Mystics of every culture spoke of many mansions within the same house of reality, each one a different state of consciousness. These were not mere metaphors. They were instructions, guides for tuning the mind and heart into a higher field that exists alongside the one you already walk through. Even modern science brushes against this truth. Studies of brainwave coherence reveal how focus creates harmony in the body. Research into the heart's electromagnetic field shows that your emotions radiate outward. shaping not only your well-being, but also the world around you. And quantum physics, with its observer effect, proves that consciousness itself bends the behavior of matter. Though these findings are spoken cautiously, they quietly erode the story that reality is fixed and that you are powerless to shape it. In the third dimension, creation is painted as linear. Set a goal, take actions, wait, achieve. But in the fifth, there is no real distance between you and what you seek. There is only resonance or dissonance. When your frequency matches the frequency of your desired reality, that reality crystallizes into your experience. This is the hidden mechanism the few have always known. Hold the inner state of already having, and the external world will bend itself into alignment. Yes, action still happens, but it is no longer the force that drives creation. It becomes the natural echo of the frequency you sustain within. Action in the fifth dimension is no longer the means to an end. It is the natural echo of alignment. Think of yourself as a transmitter. When your signal is weak, scattered, clouded by doubt, it dissolves into static. But when charged with clarity and emotion, it cuts through the noise and locks instantly to its match. This is the architecture of the hidden dimension. A realm where intention fused with feeling stops pushing against reality and begins pulling it toward you. It is the blueprint they never wanted revealed. Because the moment you live from it, you are no longer chained to systems that profit from your chase. Yet understanding this is only half the truth. The other half is realizing that you are already touching it. The transition begins quietly. Environments that once felt normal now seem heavy, and you notice the subtle vibration beneath people's words, no matter what they speak aloud. This sensitivity is not fantasy. It is the signature of resonance. Your field sharpens, filtering every experience, showing you what expands your state and what drags it down. Once awakened, the veil grows thin, and the hidden world begins seeping into daily life. With rising frequency comes the surfacing of the past, old patterns, unresolved emotions, shadows long buried. In the third dimension, they linger endlessly, masked by distraction, but in the fifth, they surface quickly to dissolve. What once felt immovable can unravel in weeks, even days. The reason is simple. Denser structures cannot anchor in higher vibration. The field itself will not hold them. And so the clearing begins, making space for the coherence required to sustain your place within the secret dimension. Inevitably, relationships shift too. Some drift away without conflict, their resonance no longer aligned with yours. Games of control, dependency, or rescue become unbearable to sustain. Love transforms, from fixing and caring to honoring another's path while protecting your own alignment. Though painful at times, these endings are also freedom. They signal that contracts of the old dimension have broken, and that your life is bending toward a new architecture. The design of reality long kept hidden. As people, places, and inner patterns shift, you uncover the true key to remaining in this field. They never wanted you to know this, that once you live here, the forces that rule most of the world can no longer move you. In this state, you become a conscious magnet. You tend to your frequency like a skilled pilot, watching the instruments, making small, precise adjustments before turbulence can drag you off course. Mastery is not perfection, it is awareness. The moment you sense a slip, you do not fight the outside world. You recalibrate the inside field, and the outer reality responds in turn. Part of this mastery is guarding your energetic environment. In the third dimension, choices are made from habit, obligation, convenience. But in the fifth, the filter is vibrational. You ask, does this space nourish me or drain me? Does this conversation expand me or contract me? This awareness reshapes everything. Your relationships, your work, the places you call home. At first it may feel restrictive, but soon you discover the opposite is true. By refusing to pour energy into misaligned fields, you free your life to attract the people, opportunities, and experiences that match the frequency you choose. In this reality, actions still matter, but they are no longer the first step. They flow as extensions of alignment, movements born from energy already in motion. When mind and heart breathe in coherence, words spoken with clarity carry a weight that bends matter. The distance between thought, word, and form narrows. Manifestation no longer feels delayed. To live as a conscious magnet is to experience ease, a release from the exhausting chase of the third dimension. Here, reality leans toward you, pulled by the signal you sustain. This is the hidden power they never wanted revealed, the quiet force of a field in perfect balance. As the fifth dimension roots itself in your life, the need to battle circumstances dissolves. Resistance softens into trust. Not resignation, but faith in the intelligence shaping all things. Obstacles stop being punishments. They become doorways in disguise. In 3D, a problem is a wall. In 5D, it is a portal waiting to open. Coherence does not only lift your personal field, it begins to shift the collective. Systems built on fear and scarcity weaken. They erode not all at once, but slowly as people withdraw their energy. Your path will not mirror another's. Each soul moves by its own rhythm, guided by choices woven across lifetimes. Comparison becomes meaningless. The only compass is your own state. The fifth dimension returns authority from outer forces to your inner field. Every thought, every choice, every feeling becomes an act of creation. The true power is not in controlling the world, but in embodying an inner state so steady that the outer must conform. To live here requires discipline, the courage to hold the frequency of what you choose even when the evidence has yet to appear. You become a keeper of your own vibration, and reality unfailingly aligns with what you sustain. The secret dimension is not far away. It was never hidden by distance. It is here in plain sight, the realm where the chase ends and the pull begins, where you cease being a pawn on the board and rise as the player shaping the game. Once you step into this dimension, you cannot return to the old logic, because everything answers to frequency. Hold the state that mirrors your desire, and the universe must echo it. This quiet power has long been guarded, whispered in small circles for centuries, but now it rests in your hands. The question is simple. Will you remain in the world you were given, or awaken the one you were always meant to create? If these words resonated with you, let your voice join this field. Share in the comments what part of this message touched your heart most. Your reflection may be the key someone else is searching for. Stay in this frequency by subscribing, and if you feel called, share this video with another soul ready to awaken. Together we weave the field stronger.